Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tune In Today. This program is brought to you by ComForCare and At Your Side, and we provide personal care for people throughout the United States and Canada. I'm Steve Toll, and I'm the music and dementia expert with ComForCare and At Your Side, bringing you our program. We call it Tune In Today, and we're here at 1 p.m. Eastern. And it's great to be here with you today. I've got some great songs selected. You know, we feature songs from the 1930s through to the 1960s. So there's lots of great material within those years, that's for sure. And I love to do songs from the Great American Songbook, but I also like to do some folk songs and things of that nature too. And actually, I'm going to start off today with a great old Americana folk song. It's all about a place called the Erie Canal, and actually something that was built way back when the country was just forming and we're figuring out how to move various goods and people from place to place. And this is all about the construction of the Erie Canal and the way that everything was moved along. It was with a barge that was drawn by a mule. And that's what the song is all about. It's called the Erie Canal. I had a mule, her name is Sal, 15 miles on the Erie Canal. She's a good worker and a good old pal. 15 miles on the Erie Canal. We hold some barges in our day, filled with lumber, coal, and hay. And every inch of the way I know, from Albany to Buffalo, Low Bridge, everybody down Low Bridge, 'cause they come to a town. And you gotta know your neighbors, gotta know your pals if you ever navigated on the Erie Canal. Sal, 15 miles from the Erie Canal. She's a good old worker, a good old pal. 15 miles from the Erie Canal. We hauled some barges in our day, filled with lumber, coal, and hay. And every inch of the way I know, from Albany to Buffalo, Low Bridge, everybody down Low Bridge, 'cause they come to a town. And you gotta know your neighbors, gotta know your pals if you ever navigated on the Erie Canal. If you ever navigated on the Erie Canal. That's the Erie Canal, and as I said, you know, all about the mules drawing the barges down, and the mules would be on tow paths on either side, and they would pull the barge, and they could go 15 miles before they got too tired to pull anymore. So every 15 miles, they would need to have a fresh mule there to continue the trip. And the bridges were low, so you had to put your head down if you were riding on the barge when it went under the bridges. So, you know, it's very interesting how these songs sort of chronicle the history of the, you know, various things that occurred in America as it was forming. And you know, when you think of all the technology we have today, and you know how much we take for granted, it's quite amazing. You know, I mean, as the country was forming, we didn't have all of these amazing things that we have today that we just sort of, you know, don't even really give much thought. You know, like bridges going over rivers and tunnels going under rivers and all those types of things that we have today in the infrastructure of the country. It's quite amazing. Well, I'm going to move along to another song now. And this song is also, it's a folk song. celebrates the country of America. It's called This Land Is Your Land. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking this lonesome valley, I saw above me that golden highway. I saw below me that peaceful valley. 'Cause this land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. I've roamed and rambled, and I followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts, and all around me a voice was calling. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. This land was made for you and me. This land was made for you and me. Oh yeah, what a great song that is. This land was made for you and me. That's a good old folk song that's fun to sing along to and just have a great time with. Well, you know, that's really one of the great benefits of music. We have so much fun with music, and gives us an opportunity to sing, and rhythm is just hardwired into us, so we just move to the music when we hear it. Whether you're tapping your toes or snapping your fingers or clapping your hands, or maybe you're inspired to get up and do a dance or just dance in your chair, it's all fun and just such a great benefit that music brings us. I'm going to move along to another great song now. This one is a lot of fun to sing along with too. And this one is all about that great park in New York City, Central Park, and just about New York in general. It's an old time sing-along song, and it's called All Around the Town. East side, west side, all around the town. And it's just a fun one. And I'm going to do it in a little bit of a different style. It's usually done in 3/4, but I'm going to made it a little more contemporary. East side, west side, all around the town. The tots sing ring-arounds in London bridges falling down. Boys and girls together, me and Mamie alone. Trip like fantastic on tots sing, ring around, sing London bridges falling down. Boys and girls together, me and maybe a world. Trip the light, fantastic, on the sidewalks, on the sidewalks of New York. East side, west side, all around the town. The tots sing, ring around, sing London bridges falling down. Boys and girls together, me and maybe a world. Trip the light, fantastic, on the sidewalks of New York. Oh yeah, what a great song. East side, west side, all around the big old town of New York City. That is a fun song, and a fun song to sing and play. Hope you were singing along to it. And I want to remind you, before we go on to our next song, this program is brought to you by ComForCare and At Your Side. And we provide personal care for people throughout the United States and Canada. I'm Steve Toll, and I'm the music and dementia expert with ComForCare and At Your Side, bringing you our program. We're here at 1 p.m. Eastern, and if you miss our live stream show, you can go to the ComForCare and At Your Side YouTube channel, and we have a playlist called Tune In Today, and that's available to you anytime of day or night. You can go on there, and there are many, almost 100 half-hour programs on there for you to select and share with friends and family, and so that everybody can enjoy the music and singing and just having some simple fun with music. And it's always a great thing to do. So I'm going to move along to our next song, another song about New York. This one is called I'll Take Manhattan. Take Manhattan, the Bronx and Staten Island too. It's lovely going through the zoo. It's very fancy on old Delancey Street, you know. The subway charms us so when balmy breezes blow to and fro. Tell me what street compares with my street in July. Sweet push cars gently gliding by. The great big city, the wondrous toy, just made for a girl and boy. We'll turn Manhattan into an isle of joy. I'll take Manhattan, the Bronx and Staten Island too. It's lovely going through the zoo. It's very fancy on old Delancey Street, you know. The subway charms us so when balmy breezes blow to and fro. Tell me what street compares with my street in July. Sweet push cars gently gliding by. The great big city, the wondrous toy, just made for a girl and boy. We'll turn Manhattan into an isle of joy. turn Manhattan into an isle of joy. Oh yeah, I'll take Manhattan. What a great song. And that one was written by Rodgers and Hart, great writing team that wrote so many songs for the Great American Songbook and the shows of Broadway at the time in the 1930s and 40s. And a great time for music, that's for sure. Lots of great songs in those collections of music that we call the Great American Songbook. Um, and of course, that song was from the 1930s, early 30s, was really the first big hit for the writing team Rodgers and Hart, and that really put their career on the map. Well, as I said, we feature songs from the 1930s to the 1960s. The next song I'm going to do is from the 1950s. This is a great song, one of my favorites, and I really like the way it describes really, like traveling around the world in this song. And just it's amazing how music can take us places maybe we've been and we remember, or places that we've dreamed about, and we can visit sort of through the song. So this one's called You Belong to Me. It's a beautiful love song. See the pyramids along the Nile. Watch the sunrise from a tropic isle. Just remember, darling, all the while, you belong to me. See the marketplace in old Algiers. Send me photographs and souvenirs. Just remember when that dream appears, you belong to me. I'll be so alone without you. Maybe you'll be lonesome too, and blue. Fly the ocean in a silver plane. See the jungle when it's wet with rain. Just remember to your home again. You belong to me. So alone without you. Maybe you'll be alone some too, and blue. Fly the ocean in a silver plane. See the jungle when it's wet with rain. Just remember to your home again. You belong to me. Just remember to your home again. You belong to me. What a beautiful song that is. You Belong to Me. I love that one. And I really like a lot of the songs from the 1950s. And a lot of the songs really were songs that were done by singing groups, a lot of a cappella singing. And some of the songs that were done by the a cappella groups were actually older songs that were brought back and redone. And the next song I'm going to do is a perfect example of that. It's called Blue Moon, and it was done in the 1950s in a what called a doo-wop style, where they had the a cappella singing, and they had three singers singing the doo-wop behind the solo lead singer singing the melody. The song is called Blue Moon. I'm going to do it for you now. Blue moon, somebody standing alone, out a dream in my heart, out of love my own. Blue moon, knew just what I was there for, heard me saying a prayer for somebody I really could care for. Then there suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms could ever hold. Then somebody said, whisper, please adore me. When I looked, the moon turned to gold. Blue moon, I'm no longer alone, out a dream in my heart, out of love of my own. Blue moon, knew just what I was there for, heard me saying a prayer for somebody I really could care for. Then there suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms could ever hold. Then somebody said, whisper, please adore me. When I looked, the moon turned to gold. Blue moon, I'm no longer alone, out a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, blue moon, blue moon. Ah, yeah, what a great song that is, and been done by many people who have recorded that song. As I said, in the 1950s, it was redone. Originally, it was done by many different artists, and actually it was also recorded by Willie Nelson. He did a great version of it as well. Well, I'm going to move along to our next song. This one was written by Cole Porter. It's a nice little upbeat song called You Do Something to Me. You do something to me, something that simply mystifies me. Tell me, what would it be? You got the power to hypnotize me. Let me live beneath your spell. You do that you do that you do so well, 'cause you do something to me that nobody else can do. something in me that nobody else can do, that nobody else can do. Oh yeah, you do something to me that nobody else can do. Great song by that great songwriter Cole Porter, and that's a fun one with a great beat. Well, I want to remind you this program is brought to you by ComForCare and At Your Side, and we provide personal care for people throughout the United States and Canada. I'm Steve Toll, and I'm the music and dementia expert with ComForCare and At Your Side, bringing you our Tune In Today program at 1 p.m. Eastern. And I've got time for one more song for you today. Look forward to seeing you again. I thank you for joining me, and I'm going to end with a beautiful song called What a Wonderful World. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, bright blessed day, and the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. All the colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, also on the faces of the people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying how do you do. They're really saying I love you. I hear babies crying, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Thanks everyone for joining me today. This is Steve Toll with ComForCare and At Your Side, and it's a great pleasure to be with you, having some fun with music. I hope you'll join me again, and I thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a very pleasant rest of your day. Thanks again.